okay?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, yes.
Oh. That was my luggage. My balls.
A boomer war has been started. A war where there are no true winners. This deeply saddens me, and it pisses me off that people like this still actually exist and don't see the harm that they're doing. I'm Jack Tenney of the JoogSquad, and since we are all quarantined here together, I've been filming videos talking about stuff that I care about and topics that I'm interested in. Please do me the solid of dropping a like on this video if you've enjoyed your time here. Today, I am pretty upset. Pissed, actually. One of my favorite places I've ever visited on the entire planet will never be the same. I'm talking about Weeki Wachee, Florida. We have filmed here countless times, mostly due to how epic the tree jumps are, the crystal clear water, beautiful weather, manatees, and it's all around just a magical place. I can't play down that it is one of my favorite places that I've ever been. But they cut down nearly every awesome tree that we've ever jumped out of down the entire river. So as you guys know, I like jumping off of shit. Wait, that's a lie. I like flipping off of shit. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do on the planet. It's like flying. It's the ultimate adrenaline rush, the ultimate thrill. I can't tell you not to try it because I would be a hypocrite, but I will tell you, please, please, please be careful. We take every precaution necessary. I've had friends who have lost their lives cliff jumping and chasing adrenaline, and I actually had one of the worst injuries of my life on the Weeki Wachee River. But I would never want any other people to pay for a mistake that I made. To me, when you're doing something like jumping off a cliff or jumping out of a tree, you're taking your life into your own hands, and you have to consider the consequences. Just like anything, like people die driving all the time. Does that mean we should take cars off the roads and put like crazy restrictions on people driving? So there's a couple news stories that came out about this, and I really deeply regret not hearing about this sooner so that I could have protested this. I feel like a total kook. I blew it, guys. I'm sorry. We always want to use our voice for good to fight for causes that we stand behind, but this time I shit the bed, and I'm sorry. Blow me up with this stuff, guys. If you ever see like natural ecosystems paying because people are just dumb, like just yell at me, okay, please. Send it to my Twitter every single day for as long as it takes. So we have this news segment here that was on my local news station, and we're gonna all cringe together here, guys.
You know, where everybody has a good time out here on the river, but you also want to make it where it's safe.
Marianne Johnson with Weeki Wachee Crime Watch has been working for months to do something about people jumping from tree platforms along the Weeki Wachee River.
I've talked to people that have been here since the inception of the homes here, and their children and their children's children have all played on the platforms, but the river was different. Some of the spots that used to be 10, 15, 20 feet, you know, maybe 5, 10 feet.
Yeah, it's called natural erosion. It's like, have you ever seen fucking grass grow or like anything that's alive evolve and change? It's like this woman's reason behind why they cut down all the trees and all the platforms is that the river has changed. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. Maybe this place is more shallow than it used to be, or maybe this place is deeper than it used to be. Yeah, it's called natural erosion. Oh, this hurts. This really hurts. All right, let's keep playing. Let's keep cringing.
And she says people are getting hurt.
Broken legs, arms, you know, cuts, bruises.
The problem was law enforcement couldn't do anything about it since the tree sat on private property. But now, thanks to an agreement with the organizations that own the land along the river, deputies can enforce trespassing on their property if it threatens public safety. Johnson hopes the extra enforcement will cut down on injuries.
We're just hoping that it's not going to be worse later on down the road.
Oh, it hurts my soul. It truly just like, I don't know what the hell position they said that woman had, but she needs to be fired immediately. That perspective is dog shit, and I disagree with every single thing that she said. Let's go into Cringe Fest Part 2.
We'll take a look at this one person dangerously high in a tree on the Weeki Wachee River. But the sheriff's office says that there's nothing they can do to stop this kind of thing.
ABC Action News reporter Wendy Lane takes us through the challenges of
Except for
trying to
cut
keep
down
people
all the
safe
trees.
out on the water.
3, 2, 1. Mickey Hobby was on the upper part of the Weeki Wachee River yesterday and saw this.
I mean, you can't stop yourself from watching it because you got to be pretty crazy to climb up there.
Some call it crazy, others call it thrilling. For years, people have been building ladders and platforms to jump out of trees into the Weeki Wachee River, but people keep pushing it further, like this tree stand at the very top of a tree.
Oh yeah, phew, that is definitely crossing the line. You're right. Kind of like super high-speed motorcycles, right? Or like how the evolution of building cars, they're getting faster and faster and more dangerous. We should probably stop them from doing it before it's too late and before the entire world perishes. Rest in peace to anyone that has passed away. But if you take your life into your own hands to do something like this, you have to understand the consequences. Like, if I was not here tomorrow because of some terrible accident that happened from me jumping out of a tree, the last thing I'd ever want is for people to never be able to do it again. Like, if anything, go send it for me and go pay homage. Some people probably have a problem with that perspective, but we take our lives into our own hands every single day. Just because stuff is dangerous doesn't mean we should lock ourselves in our houses for all of time and just accept defeat. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. None of it makes sense. The fact that they cut down so many beautiful trees that made that river what it is, that they literally said people have been jumping out of for generations. They cut them all down, and it is just absolute horse shit. With all the danger in the world and all the bad and all the crime and all the violence and all the drugs, are you really gonna go to such lengths to ruin other people's fun because you refuse to see it from their perspective? Some of my best and my worst days of my entire life have been on that river. And I only say that because those days truly made me who I am. All the times I hurt myself doing something, I learned from that. And if it weren't for all those days and all the mistakes that I've made, I wouldn't be who I am. And I love who I am right now, so I wouldn't change it. And I wouldn't try to keep anyone from learning through my experiences because that's just my path of life. Everyone's is different, and that's for them to decide, and that is not for you to say. You can wish everyone the best and you can hope the best for everyone, yes, and you can give them suggestions on how to stay safe, sure. But at the end of the day, all you can do is wish what's best for others. Trying to keep people from doing what they're going to do anyway, especially when a natural environment has to pay for it, is just ridiculous. Damn, I need to cool off. But yeah, I enjoyed Weeki Wachee so much. It's made me who I am. I will continue to go back there for as long as I live. Maybe there won't be as many trees to jump out of for now, but with time, more trees will grow, more spots will form, and hopefully by then we can get a grip on ourselves and let people do what they want as long as they aren't hurting anyone. You can get hurt by doing anything. That doesn't mean we should all lock ourselves up in our houses and stay inside forever. That is no way to live life. Thank you guys so much for listening. Here is a compilation of some of the best memories that I have had on this magical, magical river. I really do feel you guys are going to enjoy this footage. I spent a lot of time putting it together, and it's like 10 videos worth of content in one little reel. So
well, now really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy, falling, you see, we don't say rising into love. There is in it the idea of the fall, and it goes back, as a matter of fact, to extremely fundamental things. That there is always a curious tie at some point between the fall and the creation. Taking this ghastly risk is the condition of there being life. You see, for all, the life is an act of faith and an act of gamble. The moment you take a step, you do so on an act of faith because you don't really know that the floor is going to give under your feet. The moment you take a journey, what an act of faith. The moment you enter into any kind of human undertaking in relationship, what an act of faith. See, you've given yourself up. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself. Take, do anything you like. See? So, it's letting things get out of control. All sensible people keep things in control. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Security, vigilance, watch it. Police, watch it. Guards, watch it. Who's going to watch the guards? So, actually, therefore, the course of wisdom, what is really sensible, is to let go, is to commit oneself, to give oneself up, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity.
Dude, you can't even like see where the water starts. It's crazy. This time just, you know, kick out, do a nice laid out, steezy fatty. Get in there. Gainer dive, dude. That was pretty steez. Send it! Send it! Hey, if you're not a little scared that it's not real, it wouldn't be exciting if there wasn't some danger, right?
Dictators, free themselves!